Gogeta or Vegito? Fusion dance or Patara earrings? Which one is more powerful? I'll give you guys a short answer first. Gogeta always wins, while Vegito never loses. Sounds simple, actually not so much. My name is TK, welcome back to the channel. If you all are liking the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We're getting stronger every day. Let's get into some anime. We have only seen Gogeta in the movies and then in the GT series. It's twice in the movies, namely Fusion Reborn and the Broly movie, and once in the GT series. But out of these three instances, only one is canon. Only the Gogeta we see in the Broly movie is canon. And this canon Gogeta actually saw the fight till the end. He turned into Super Saiyan Blue and defeated Broly. As for Vegito, we've seen him twice. First during the Buu saga and then during the future Trunks saga. But in Vegito's case, while he was clearly stronger than his opponents, he was stronger than Buu and he was stronger than Fusamasu, he couldn't defeat either of them. He played around too much and then allowed himself to be consumed, even though that was his plan. Then during the fight against Fusamasu, he used too much energy and the fusion came undone. Yes, Vegito did lose, but he didn't win either. That's the thing, Vegito has never not once won a fight. There is no other way to go about this. Gogeta may not be stronger than Vegito, but he is way more competent and trustworthy. Now, if we also take a look at the non-canon events, Gogeta defeats Janemba in Fusion Reborn and then in GT. He completely outclassed Omega Shenron, who was supposedly the strongest character in the entire story up until that point. You can argue that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was also just wasting time like Vegito usually does, but in the context of the GT storyline, he was also trying to provoke Omega Shenron into releasing his negative energy, which he was then going to turn into positive energy. Gogeta's transformation also came undone before the 30-minute time limit because he was too strong, and I guess you can say that the same explanation was used for Vegito Blue. However, keep in mind that this was way before Dragon Ball Super came out and shrank GT into irrelevance. But obviously, it isn't as simple as which one is more powerful, so how about we start from the basic definition of a fusion in the context of Dragon Ball and see for ourselves who is worthy of being called the better fusion. Gogeta or Vegito? There are plenty of ways to fuse in the Dragon Ball verse. It doesn't even have to be two people merging into one. It could be more than two. Heck, it could even be 5. Damn! I mean, remember the Ginyu Force? They did a 5-way fusion during the game Dragon Ball Fusions. There's also the Namekian fusion, which is what has allowed Piccolo to stack up bodies. He first used it on Nail and then on Kami, even though Kami and Piccolo used to be one and the same in the past. It's like this. Piccolo and Kami used to be one Namekian in the past. He diffused into Kami and King Piccolo. King Piccolo gave birth to Piccolo, and then Piccolo merged with Kami. This is why Piccolo's power only increases twofold when he merges with Kami, unlike the exponential increase when he merged with Nail. Moving on, there's Cell's fusion. This is one because Dr. Gero designed 17 and 18 to complete Cell. So Cell used it on them, and then during the Buu saga, Buu absorbed Gotenks, Piccolo, and Gohan in a similar manner. You see, for creatures like Cell and Buu, absorbing others is a built-in feature. It's the same for Namekians, but in their case, they can't fuse with those who are not Namekians. Or maybe they can, but we'll need Gohan and Piccolo doing the fusion dance to figure that out. Alright. Now that we know how fusions go beyond just the fusion dance and the Patara earrings, let's get back to the topic. First, there is the fusion dance. We know that there needs to be a few conditions such as how both have to be of similar power and similar height, but in an interview, Akira Toriyama said that it is possible to merge no matter what the conditions are. You just have to nail the fusion dance. Yep, Gohan and Piccolo fusion dance can happen. Alright, now about the drawbacks. Fusion dance has a time limit of 30 minutes at most. It can be cut down to further to just only 5 minutes if too much energy is used. This makes this form overall unreliable considering how you need to nail the fusion dance, and then you have to finish up the fight as soon as possible. But the plus side is that Goku and Vegeta have always been able to outclass their opponent whenever they fuse. This goes for the Patara earrings as well. Both times, Vegito outclassed his opponents. Now the Patara earrings also have a time limit, but it's 1 hour. This means this fusion is superior to the fusion dance, right? Well, not quite. They defused against Fused Zamasu because the power of Vegito Blue was too much for the earrings to handle, while Fused Zamasu can't defuse because they are Kais and one of them was immortal. Another interesting point about Vegito is that you can't actually power down. For example, if Goku and Vegito fuse while in their Super Saiyan states, Super Saiyan Vegito would be their default state after the fusion. However, things are much more fluid when it comes to Gogeta. Well, not that it matters much, the fusion is temporary after all. Alright, back to the question. Which one is more powerful? Fans used to believe that the Potara fusion was more powerful because in the fusion dance, one of the participants has to lower their power level. But this was debunked by Akira Toriyama when he said that there is no such condition. Yes, that is an anime-only canon scenario. Well, this is going to get pretty speculative, but stick with me for a minute. The thing about fusion is that it stops being as useful beyond a certain threshold. Unless there are better Potara earrings, Goku and Vegeta won't be able to do much even if they fuse and become Vegito. Similarly, if you believe Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego is stronger than Super Saiyan 4, the number of minutes Gogeta would last can be counted on a single hand. You may have wondered about this as well. Why didn't Goku and Vegeta fuse during the Tournament of Power? It was only 49 minutes after all. Kale and Caulifla also fused. Well, the reason they didn't is because this was a battle royale. Imagine if the fusion had come undone before they could take out Jiren. It would have been over for Universe 7. This is why it didn't seem logical from a narrative point of view to bring Gogeta or Vegito to the battle. However, one thing I would say is that the Potara earrings fusion is a bit stronger. Basically, Vegito from the Buu Saga is stronger than Gogeta from the Fusion Reborn movie. Vegito would have also lasted longer considering how they weren't strong enough to reduce the time limit. But I'd say that Vegito Blue is not as strong as Gogeta Blue. This is because Gogeta wasn't just playing around with the time limit. He defeated Broly and got the job done. Now, I'll give Vegito the benefit of the doubt considering how his opponent was a fused immortal entity. But Vegito was still playing around too much. This is why I'd say Gogeta is more useful if you want to secure the win. But then again, both times, the plot got in the way of Vegito, so can't really blame him for that either. Overall, I'd say that the rules are broken and constantly changing. We don't know which fusion Goku and Vegeta are going to use in the future, but we definitely need more context on which one is better. For now, what do you guys think? Is Gogeta stronger than Vegito, or is it the other way around? Which fusion is better between the Potara earrings and the fusion dance? Should Gohan and Piccolo fuse in the canon story? As always, I'm looking forward to your thoughts. If you guys are liking the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us continue this discussion in the comment section down below. My name is TK, loving us some anime.